Okay, I'm going to lay out the cuts on the party backer board right now. About 42 inches off the bottom. Okay, now we're going to come down, got 18 inches left, we're going to divide that into thirds, 6, 12, and 18. Okay, we're going to mark two pieces 21 inches long here. This last piece is going to be 24 inches long. I'm going to come down 7.5 inches here. Come over 7.5. I'm going to connect that to this point right here. Go ahead and extend this line up here. Okay, I'm going to go over the measurements one more time just to make sure. I've written them down here. There's your 42, 6, and 6. 21 inches across. 24 inches across. Come over 7.5 inches there. And that's it. I'm going to put a dust mask on. It's not asbestos, but it's silica, which is not good for you. There you have it. Went through about 8 blades here. Now I've got a notch out for the 4 vertical posts in the floor of the chicken coop. Also, one thing to keep in mind is the rough side of the board should be down towards the garbage can, because it'd be harder to clean, it'd be hard to get chicken poop off of it. So I'm going to mark. I've got this this fitting here just a little bit over the edge, because this board isn't going to go all the way out to the edge of the fitting. Put the dust mask on. Well, you can see how this all goes together now. Here's the cutouts. These are the 21-inch pieces. Here's the smooth side. It's going to be the side that the chickens poop on. Now we need to make a 19-inch diameter hole in the center of the coop. Not of this particular piece, but in the center of the whole thing. "19-inch diameter, 9.5-inch radius. I'm going to measure the center of 42 inches, that's 21 inches. We'll put a screw in here temporarily. And we'll go 9.5-inch radius. Give ourselves a couple holes here to start the jigsaw in, or the jigsaw. Okay, we've got some other interesting projects here. This part of the PVC fitting is going to keep this piece of board from going down flat, so we kind of have to grind out a little slot. We have to do that on all four corners. So it's going to be something like this. It's going to be about 1/8 of an inch deep. So we've got that to do. Also, I cut a piece of 2x4, 42 inches wide. It's going to end up going right across here. We've also got two pieces here that are going to be the roosting level. And I have to notch out some corners for these too. Go ahead and mark these. Put this dust mask on and I'll get grinding on this, see how that goes. Just got a metal wheel on it, doesn't matter, it doesn't have to be masonry, anything will do. Looks like a little 12 tooth per inch narrow jigsaw blade has worked out the best for cutting the board. It works especially well on these tight radiuses. Worked good for the straight cuts too, so these little cheap blades are doing better than some of the big fancy ones. I'm going to be combining these pieces here to make one big floor for the chicken coop. Once again, smooth side up. Easier to clean the poop off of. I put this up here to put it within reach, make it a little easier. Okay, now square this whole thing up. There's a little bit of big give. So you kind of got to go around, check that the board is right over the edge of the pipe. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Push this wire in until it's hitting the pipe. You kind of have to guesstimate where to put the screw in. The screw's got to be in this square here. Can't be on the other side. It's really not that hard to do. Also notice the way this board is in relationship to these pipes going through. You don't want it turned 90 degrees. I'm going to put in quite a few of these screws. I'd say one about every 4 inches. Well, it turns out that if you start about 1 inch in and go every 4 inches, get a nice pattern, you end up about 1 inch in. Really by chance, but we'll take it. Well, that's it for that.